fact on TikTok. That's why I'm not a woman's woman on TikTok, and I admit it, I'm not. I support women off TikTok, genuine women, not women that support the people you support, you know, and that want to, do you know what I mean? No, I have a right to have peace with Alex, because we had a back and forth for 3 years, and you didn't. Some of them you maybe had, you know, you didn't, but you didn't have that back and forth with him. I did for 3 years. I have a right to say, you know what, I want to squash it. I want to, and you may think, but why would you put him in your box? That's down to me. I just want the peace. I want to have a peaceful life with Alex, you know, and not have a back and forth. I don't want to feel angry all the time. I don't want to feel angry that he's cam-2ing me all the time. I don't want to feel that way. And since we've squashed the beef, I don't feel that way. I don't, you know, because I know he cam-2s me, and that's fine. I sometimes cam-2 him back. So it's now got like a nice agreement that it works out well. And neither of us are angry, or especially me, about him cam-2ing me or anything like that. And, you know, he's happy for me to cam-2 him. It's my decision. No one else's. Do you know what I mean? And it is a difficult one, because I know that he's had beef with the mods, and you know, these mods I've known for years. But you know, it is a difficult one. It's like, do I side with my mods? And do you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, no, others don't have to choose peace. Yeah, they don't have to if they don't want to, but I choose peace. I don't expect Lynn's or Smiles or Eternity to choose peace without Alex. Move your iPad down, messages, and that are showing. Oh, are they? Oh no, now that you know I'm on these corn sites, damn it.
Corn sites?
Yeah, maybe I should maybe I should have said
yeah,
something.
That's another
you know
thing,
what I mean,
though.
about him
Is
going
it
for my
Smiles'
mods.
fault? Is it Smiles' fault?
I don't know, I've just always been a person that you just fight your own corner.
I think Miss
I will stick up for you guys 100%.
The only reason you'd stick up for them is for financial gain. I've always been a person, if someone, your friend frees Fraser, right, you will ditch a friend of yours for your community. Not because you know these people, you don't love these people, you don't know these people, and you don't speak to these people off TikTok. And the only reason you would probably get rid of a friend, an actual friend, is for your community, right? But not because you love them. It's because you want to protect your platform and you want to keep getting paid by your platform. Now, I know I go on about the heart me's and getting paid and things, but I really don't care that much about the money side of things, because I would still be on here. You know, I just like to have a bit of, with me, the money thing, I just think, well, I'm on here all the time. I'm not a green screen, and it's just crazy, I think, you know what I mean? And people that watch my content, they monetize off me, you know what I mean? So you've got to understand my frustration there. I'm not talking about Alex here, because I've had a agreement with him that, you know, it's fine. We're going to cam to each other. But I think with Fraser and the rest of them, they just want to protect their platform. I'm not talking about Alex here, because I've had a agreement with him that, you know, it's fine. We're going to cam to each other. But I think with Fraser and the rest of them, they just want to protect their platform. They want to protect the money side of things, because they're getting money from their community. Because, well, it doesn't make sense, because you don't know you don't know these people in your community, you know. I would always stand my ground, always. Now, I took a risk, yeah, still keeping Alex in my box, because I will always stand by my ground. I always stand my ground.
But what about you? What about your supporters? What about your mods who have stood by you when you've done the most and said the most horrific things? I don't get that. What about your mods that have been there for you? What about all the mods that he's gone for? What about Lynn's? What about Smiles? What about Eternity? I don't get that. They've stood by you, but you haven't stood by them.
Maybe I'm being a hypocrite. Maybe. But, yeah. I hate control. I get you. Yeah. But I'll always stand my ground, and I don't
think it's control. But, Angie, you can't say that, because what you've just said is a load of bullshit.
With that sits with Toxic Dan, that's supported him. You've got other people that support Toxic Dan with the things he said. Not one person has said, hey, why are you sitting with Toxic Dan?
What you've just said is a load of bullshit.
With that sits with Toxic Dan, that's supported him. You've got other people that support Toxic Dan with the things he said. Not one person has said, hey, why are you sitting with Toxic Dan?
Don't sit with him anymore and would never sit with him again. Haven't sat with him since February.
Me as an easy target because I react. Maybe that's why, because I do react.
Right, guys,
I think you're
let's
scared.
get the poppies in.
You haven't got a backbone for a lot of these men on here, and I think you're scared to tell them because you see them up here. You're down here and they're up here.
Fuck is she on about? That don't make sense. Then if that's what you believe about men on this app, then stand by your mods that are women then.
What's consistently...
That didn't make sense.
My community, by the way, I'm talking about other communities. I'm not talking about you guys because you do support me. I'm talking about other people. They've got no backbone to say, hey, why are you friends with Alex Brigham? We've all gone at Angie for having him in the box, even though she's the one had all this beef with.
But you're the one that came on and said that Alex affected your mental health that badly offline that you wanted to hurt yourself. You're the one that said that. What?
Because you ain't got a backbone.
Happening, and I'm going to be honest with you,
I
slowly
don't know what she's on about.
over the last couple, like when she was at the church, this isn't the content when she went out having a go at the mods, having a go at her community.
You got Fraser here. Went out with who you say he's got. Well, he does have a non-mole on him. That where people went in and whatever got this person who's got non-mole on in his name. Fraser associated with him.
But I won't speak on Alex and Steph until I see everything, until it comes to its conclusion. I'm not a court of law. This is in court. This is actually in court being decided by judges. So I'm not having an opinion until the courts have an opinion. Until it's all out there and we see everything. I'm not getting involved. I'm not interested, not getting involved. But I don't understand what she's going on about.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you've all gone at me for associating with Alex.
Yes, because he's gone at you and your mods for 3 years. That's why
No one said anything.
No, you get everybody else up on...
He called your best friend and your mod, well, apparently your best friend, and your mod a Syrian breeder.
Doing that.
If Alex goes in on all my fucking mods and say something about my mods, he'll be blocked and I'll fucking go in at him. I don't get what she's on about. Like, her rationing and what she's saying doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just blah, 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 blah.
I mean, listen, the only better friends that I probably have is
Trucker Girl, big up!
I speak to them on a regular basis, but I've never met up with them. Okay?
Big up, Trucker
I made
Girl!
it clear this is my job, you know what I mean? And I just feel you can't mix the two.
I think that's a dig at Smiles. I really do. Trucker Girl, get a pin. I think that's a massive dig at Smiles and a kicking the nads. Big up, Trucker. Get a pin. Thank you so much for being here. Gillian, no. I think what she's just said there is a massive kick in the things for her mods. Just an opinion.
Prosecco's already gone to my head.
And then when they're drunk, it's like, where is this person? Why are they not helping me? Why are they not doing this? You know? For me, it's just, there's a whole...
Someone said about sorry to keep stopping it. Someone said the timing of Alex. He chose the timing perfectly with the Steph situation. But however, it could have been just the fact that he's got this non-mole, right? He's haven't got all this shit going on with Steph, and he didn't want to deal with anything else on the app. He didn't want to deal with anything else that was going on. Could be simply that. And that's why he's come and got into my box and thought, I'm going to apologise because I don't, maybe everything...
Said that from the beginning, though.
Continuation thing, and I feel that she's in a big way in the self-destruct.
Self-destruct.
I love you.
Like that, but you mocking it and keep on saying.
Just a question, right?
Yes.
Well done to Lever on the dailies one. That's really good. And I think it proves as well that what's actually happened is that people were actually following him because of the way things are acting.
Mods do a fantastic in here job 24/7. Johnny, shut the fuck up. Shut up, lickles.
In a couple of weeks, you know, and this is the same.
You should recreate Prez Hilton's live. It would be hilarious. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? And do you know what? You go and have the day you deserve. Your family should be really, really, really proud of you going around telling people to go and do that. So whoever you are sat behind a private screen, you've got no balls to come and say it in the box on your real thing. But I'm quite happy in my life. Unlike you that has to sit there and say things like that, I'm really happy with my life. So unless you want to come in the box and say it to my face on your real account, you don't mean fucking nothing. Real account, you don't mean fucking nothing to me. I'm really happy with my life at the moment.
He won't no longer benefit from me. So he's kind of just basically proved he was just trying to get times. Then per time people do run back because their viewers drop. But however, I will not be going back because I've just heard what I heard, and that is that you did clout chase off me. Now sitting there saying you won't benefit from me, which is very strange.
Hello, Corey.
You know, and people need to remember is that every time that person falls out with me, they do well on the leaderboard.
No.
Yeah.
Do I care?
No.
I don't agree with that whatsoever. Sorry, I don't agree with that.
Just to be fair, I'm just happy to do my own thing, you know, and that's the truth of the matter. Yeah.
I'm too strong now mentally for the trolls to affect me. They don't affect me anymore. They used to. I'm too strong for anyone on this app to affect me anymore. You don't affect me. I'm not affected. That's why I'm not affected by TD. Nothing he said affects me. I'm too strong for him to affect me. I look at my life and I look at their life. I'm not affected. I look at them and they're just piss ants compared to me.
But you could say, okay, now he wants the coal. Right, you could say he wants this platform, but he makes more money than me, so maybe I want his platform.
Oh, maybe Angie's playing the game with Alex. Maybe Angie's the one playing the game.
Could look at it in that way, couldn't you? The fact that he makes more money than me.
Oh,
so
maybe Angie's playing a game with Alex.
Beneficial for me to be.
No one said that. Platform. No one thought of that. Can we put Perez's name in the mute words, please? Can we put Perez's name in the mute word, please? Thank you, JD Marie, for suggesting that.
Yeah. Big up, Ruth.
There you go. There you go. She's just said she's not worried about money, and there she goes. Big up, Ruth. There you go.
I just love the fact that people keep saying they're after my platform. This person's after my platform. But I'm not stupid. Maybe I'm after theirs.
He is a friend of ours. We have long conversations with her off the app all the time.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this, right? Like, use that, right?
Just go to the
when Angel take control.
You bloody won't, Alex.
I haven't said what happened to him yet.
It's just fucking, you know what I mean? I know all the drama, and I said this the other day. It's slowly going.
Yeah, you know what? I think there was a lot of jealousy because me and Alex, I think we do have one of the biggest platforms. Now I have probably not financial so much for me. Don't get me wrong. I make good money though. I make more money than most people. I make more money than Pearl. I make more money than a lot of people on here, right? So I'm not being ungrateful when I say that. But, you know, financially, I probably don't make much, more money.
Me and Alex have two of the biggest platforms. This is weird, mate. This is weird.
Alex does. He makes good money. But, however, you know, I have a big platform as in views, you know, and, you know, where it's consistent, you know. That I do, you know, and I have been the only platform that has given many platforms out. For some reason, people can't get a platform from Pearl. They can't get a platform from Alex. Well, Alex don't put boxes in, does he? They don't seem to be able to get a platform from these other people. Maybe because I'm on here longer. So, you know.
You just said Alex has got a fucking platform.
I have the most loyal platform. And I think Alex
who's she giving a platform to? Who's she giving a platform to in the cult? Who? I want you to name me in the chat who she's given a platform to in the cult. Who in the cult's got a massive platform? Name them in the chat. Linz, Smiles, Nikki. Who's got a platform?
I really do think people are very jealous because they know two powerful platforms together can dominate.
I'll take you and Alex's platform on at once. What's she talking about? She's lost the fucking plot. Nikki, who the fuck's Nikki? Nikki! But she didn't give Nikki a platform. Nikki went out and got the platform. She didn't give her it. She didn't say, there's a platform to slag me off. There you go. She didn't give her the platform. Powerful platforms. I'll take you and the fucking simps on. Fuck off. I'll take the Colt and the simps on together.
It's just fucking wild. And people almost have to make sure they make her laugh and everything else for her to be alright with them.
See, Joe?
No, you won't.
I'm a man.
Yeah, that means nothing over it.
You just like get triggered over the shit.
I don't get triggered by you.
Honestly, mad. You take
Listen,
this
like
shit.
I said, it's simple. People are saying that, Alex is after my platform, but they've never asked whether I'm after his. But however, if you think that he's after my platform, well, if people are going to go and watch Alex, say if we do fall out, then you've got to go where you want to go, right? If you don't want to watch me anymore, then that's fine, and you prefer to watch Alex, you've got to go where you want to go. At the end of the day, no one can really control you and say you've got to stay here. She
goes every fucker.
And
guys, how far are we behind on the
reason
popular?
why a lot of people stayed with Alex is because Miss Fred wasn't on. She was off more than she was on, and she became boring. She became stale. Yeah. I think I liked Miss Fred at the very beginning when she was putting boxes in. She used to get about 6 to 7k, but I mean now a lot of people.
No one gets 6 to 7k unless the drama's going. Let's be real.
But
and look at all that. Yeah. Hang on a minute. That's a good point. Look at all the fucking creators. Look at all the creators that used to come into Red's Box. All the big creators. DG. Big up Lins. Big up my Lins. Big up Lins. Look at all the creators that used to come into Red's Box when there was drama. Gracie, Delusive, DG. Every time there was a drama, Miss Red's platform would get used by the bigger creators because it was what was going on. Everyone's
thank you. Does that mean you're my guardian? Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Big love for that. Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is beautiful. Let me see if I can pin you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lisa, for that. Thank you. What was I saying? I've lost my thought now after I got that gift. Thank you. What was I saying, guys? Oh yeah,
Lindsay, you and Patricia, my guardians.
Yeah, so she keeps saying that he.
Oh, have I?
Now I always thought he was the biggest troll. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna backtrack on some other things that I thought. I thought that maybe he wanted her community. Listen, I said it because we had beef. I don't know whether that's the truth or not. But however, even if that was the situation, the reason why people stayed with Alex is because she was never on. So she done that to herself. He was on, she wasn't. 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 Stayed with Alex is because she was never on. So she done that to herself. He was on, she wasn't. He was on, she wasn't. He was on, she wasn't. Thank you so much, Lisa.
So evening, Becky.
Alex, this is where you get it wrong.
Lisa's my guardian. I know what that entails, but you're my guardian now.
Right, when you said to Angie...
Any of you guys are in here constantly, right? 100% would want you to call me out. I would 100% want you, if I done anything that you thought, okay, was disrespectful or any way, shape or form, okay?
Pick up Stitch.
Then I will call it out. Listen, I'm telling you, I truly don't believe it was. I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. Listen, people in here think everything's a storyline. Being in scenarios and situations that have involved me, I can tell you, anything I've been in has never been a fucking storyline at all.
I did to her offline. No, you didn't.
Nothing at all.
Didn't it? We were the ones sat when she was wanting to move to a hotel because she was too frightened to sleep in her own house.
And you messaged me and said, how'd you get
I can understand why the mods are pissed off.
So you just said,
With everybody, so they could have a dislike to everyone that you put in the box, though, couldn't you? So you're just going to be arguing with people, and at the end of the day, it's your job. You got to, put your friendship and your job aside, I think.
Funny, Alex, it is not when you have seen somebody be torn apart for 3 years and seeing their highs and their
And I see what's. I'll tell you what where it could go. If her and Alex fall out again, and Alex goes back to doing what he's doing, okay. Not one of them are going to do it because why would they? What are they getting? What are they getting as a personal? They say a friendship, but a friendship is two ways. People won't understand that.
lows.
If me and Alex fall out again, I don't expect anyone to defend me. Yeah, I don't expect. No, I told Alex about not speaking to my mods that way, so you know what I mean. But he said it was bent. Listen, like I said, you've got to read the room. But I don't expect, if we fall out again, for anyone to defend me.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, but you weren't around with the dark web stuff, Nico.
Yes, I was. I was under a different name, which Andrew knows about.
Yeah, but you can just say that. Say I was under an account called, I don't know, Curtin Twitcher or something, I don't know.
No, I was under Witch of the West.
I don't know. No proof in that. You got any receipts?
A lot of people in here will verify that.
Yeah, I don't know, Curtin Twitcher or something, I don't know.
No, I was under Witch of the West.
I don't know. No proof in that. You got any receipts?
A lot of people in here will verify that.
Yeah, I don't think so, if you're lying. But anyway, Ange, I've just woke up, right, and I've honestly done nothing wrong last night. I was a nice mod. I was actually the best mod ever last night, actually, weren't I?
Fraser sends Alex's boxes room daily, then turns on him. I don't know, I've not seen it. Has he turned on him?
Chat, and I'm getting done, so I'm doing reactive abuse. So they're abusing me, I'll react eventually, and then they moan about it.
Yeah, but can I say something?
I don't think Fraser
Just get it off your chest, Ange,
We had
come
that
on.
disagreement where Fraser had his opinion and Alex jumped in the box and said, "Don't pipe up, otherwise I'll destroy your mental health." And then they apologised to each other. They moved on, and I don't think they do like each other now. But I don't think Fraser. Yeah.
So I think sometimes you do got to read the room when you come in and just remember that you still
Cut off. That's the video. Listen, Fraser will always be biased anyway, won't he? Because he's
incredibly biased to everyone else, and everyone can see it. Everyone's sitting here like now going, "What the fuck is going on with Angie and Alex? This is weird."
me. Even I do have my little rants here and there. It's not, because if it was, I probably wouldn't have AB in my box. People were saying they're going to leave. Be in my box. Yeah, because obviously people were saying they're going to leave.
I'm biased as fuck.
And they're not going to gift me if I still have Alex in my box. That's what they were saying. Yeah. What we got next? Oh, Rickster. He goes in on, I think he goes in on the cult here. What do you think about Perez Visa? Yeah, he was going through some episode, wasn't he?
I am life with Kells, and I will continue to be.
But that is a form of blackmail control. Yeah, well, exactly. And I will always stand my ground, and I will sit with who I sit with. So
I just wish you'd stand more. I just wish you'd stand more for your cult. Not that I give a fuck. I couldn't care less. I don't. That doesn't affect me. But maybe you should stand more for your mods. And they're in here now. You'll have Smiles in here on a fake account listening to me. You'll have Nikki in here on a fake account listening. You'll have fucking Lind on a fake account listening. But this is the person.
I remember you, Rickster.
training.
Oh,
look at this. He's definitely on something. Look at his eyes. You know what I mean? These people are like weird whisper, that is. He isn't even funny. Nana Kaza. Oh my god, he's draining. Stand these.
opinion. They didn't really go in on you. They never doxed you. They never fat shamed you. They never was abusive to you. They never was violent towards you. They had an opinion. They don't like you. And that's it. And, you know, we can go for your comments, which I will do one day, and we'll read out your comments.
The host can't always be blamed for the comments. I agree with that. But they can correct the comments.
Got the best community.
I have, yeah.
Comments.
I've got to go and pick up fucking... They've already landed. They've fucking landed. They said, oh, the flight's coming in at fucking da-da-da. They've already landed. They've been there waiting for me.
They dislike you.
You've got to hear, this is from Heaven Sent, and big love to Heaven Sent. Do you know these fake AI videos she's put? She goes,
Big up Red Bull Girl.
why is he in winter clothes and she's got a bikini on with no background?
Thank you, Girl.
This has to be the worst AI video yet, do you know what I mean? So that's just that. And I can't understand, why Angie lets it happen. Look, I'm just going to say to you now, boys.
Say it, Rickster, say it.
Listen, I can't mute everyone that dislikes you, Rickster, or
no,
dislikes
you can't. That's
that
true.
person or this person. I will only mute and block.
It's like the comments in here earlier about Frankie. You know that I get on with Frankie. You knows I like Frankie. I don't know why you'd go for Frankie and say, oh, he's aggressive and that. He's not. Frankie's sound. Yeah, he's trying to put something together. And people, you can't always correct the comments. You can't always...
Comments, I have to block all them. I have not one.
Patricia, you don't need to take an Uber. Right, guys, I've got to go. I will be back in 60 minutes. Now, Frankie's a sound guy, and people coming in, when people coming in and they're going, oh no, he's aggressive. That's who Frankie is. Would you not call me aggressive? I'm aggressive. So, you know, and the mods did mute that person. But listen, I'm going to go and pick someone up now. I'll be an hour, and then we're coming back till 6.